This tutorial shows you how to view the online album, including photographs from your recent trip, and will also take you through how to purchase a photo package and select images to fulfill that package and check out, as well as how to download them afterwards. So when the photos are edited and ready, you will receive an email communication letting you know that, and in that we'll have a link to the online album. It will also include what the password is for that specific album, and it will lay out the different photo package options with pricing. So when you get that, you'll click on the link to the online album and it will pop up a screen that looks like this, and it's prompting you for the album password. So one thing to keep in mind is that it's case sensitive. I always use capital letters, so be sure that your caps lock is on when you type the password in. So I'm going to go ahead and type the password in for this example and click enter. And so now you can see we're into the sample album here, just again for the purpose of this tutorial. You can click this open button. It will just shift down the screen, or you can use the scroll bar on the right here to go up and down. So you will see images within this first folder. This example just has a few, but you'll have many more images. And to make sure that you're seeing them all, just continue to scroll down with the scroll bar, and images will populate as you're scrolling. Once you reach the end of the photographs in that folder, you will see this View More button. So that's how you know you've seen all of the images in that folder. A quick note on folders. Across the top here, horizontally, you will see different folder names. In this particular example, I just put in two generic folder names for two different folders. Yours will be specific to either a site or event or something like that to organize the pictures and make it easy for you to view. To navigate back and forth between the folders, you just simply click the name of the folder. You can go from one to the next that way. You can view the images in grid view like this, or you can click on one and it will enlarge it. And you can navigate with the arrows on the right and left to go forward and backward that way. And you can just, to go back to the grid view, you can click the X at the top right here, and it will take you back to this view. So I want to take you through how to select images as your favorites that will end up fulfilling the photo package that you wish to purchase. So in this example, there are a couple of photo packages. One was for 5 photos and one for 8 photographs. And you would have seen this in the email communication, but so I'm just going to do an example of fulfilling the 5 photo package. So what I'll first do is select which 5 images I want as my favorite photos to go into or to fulfill the photo package I'm going to buy. To do that, there is a heart icon if you hover over the image on the top right, and the heart is selecting it as a favorite. If you have the image enlarged, it's also up here at the top in the middle. There's a word that says favorite with a heart, and you can do that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and select 5 photographs. The very first one that I select is going to prompt me for my email address. And the reason it's doing that is so that I know which photographs you specifically want. It's also the email address that the photographs or that the link to download the photographs will be sent to. So I'm just going to put in an email and click Let's Go. And so it's notified me down here at the bottom quickly that I've added that image as a favorite. So I'll go ahead and click through a few more to get to 5, and you can see as I'm doing it, I know that I've clicked this item as a favorite because in the top left it shows this heart icon. And so I've done 3 on this folder, I'll go to this folder and select a couple of more. So now I have 5 photographs, but really there's nowhere here telling me that there's 5. So if you had a package of 50 and you wanted to see where you stood on the quantity, you can click the heart that's up here underneath the main photo in the album in the top right over here. You can see there's a little red mark at the top right of the heart. So I'm going to click that and it's taking me to my favorites folder. And so I can see here that I have 5 photos in my favorites, and if I click on that, I can see which 5 those are. I can also remove photos from my favorites by clicking the heart again and clicking remove if I want to remove it. To go back to the album, you can just, on the top left here, you see an arrow back, and you go one more time, so click it twice to get back to the album. If you start this process and you need to stop and pick back up at a different time, you can do that. To do that, you would open the album back up as you did the first time, put in the password. When you do that, you won't see which photographs you had already favorited in the beginning, and that's okay. How to get back to that is to click this heart icon that's under the main photo of the album. And when you go back in, it will be just gray, similar to how this cart is right now. It won't have this red mark initially. You'll just click that heart. It will prompt you for your email address. Put in the same email address you did the first time. And once you do that, it will show you all of the items that you had already favorited your first time around. Then you can just pick back up and finish your selections. Once you're done selecting the total number of images that fulfill the package you want, then you'll go back into your favorites folder, and on any item that's in here, you click the cart icon that's at the top right, and you'll see the different photo package options that are showing up here. So in this instance, I wanted to do the 5 photo package. So next to that, you'll see the price. Again, these are all dummy prices and package names. But to the very right, there's a quantity column. And you'll use the plus sign and click it until you see a 1 in the quantity for this photo package. You don't want this to be more than 1. If by accident you click the plus sign too many times, you can go to the minus sign and subtract it until you get to a quantity of 1 of these packages. Then you'll click View Cart. It's just summarizing what you currently have in your cart. Again, just verify that you have a quantity of 1 for the photo package you wish to purchase. Then check out. And then here it will show you an order summary with the total that's due. And again, down here it's just reiterating which package you chose. And then you will fill in your billing and shipping information. The shipping information is just simply for it's procedural. There's no physical goods that are going to be sent to you. This is all digital, but it still requires that you go through this process. And so you'll click next. The shipping method is irrelevant. It defaults to this with a 0 amount due for that. So you'll just click next. And then here's where you'll put in your credit card information to make the purchase. And once you do that, you'll click place order, and you will see a screen that gives you an order number, confirmation, and you will also see that come through on email, and it will look similar to this. Okay. So after that, once I have a chance to process the order, you will receive an email that looks like this that tells you that the download for those photographs is ready. And within this email, you see there's a hyperlink in blue that says download here. So you would click that. Takes you to a black screen where it says click the link below to start the download. It's a zip file, so you will click this and it begins to download. And once it's completed, you just click that folder, and here you see there are the 5 images that I selected as my favorite. These are all the JPEG files. So you can copy those into a folder on your computer that you will remember where they are. You can put them on a CD as a backup or whatever you would like to do at that point. So that's essentially it. If you have any questions as you go through it, if you're having any trouble, you can email me at beth@b, the letter B, creativeinspiration.com. It's right up here at the top. And that's it.